The moment I walked into that hotel ballroom, a knot twisted in my chest. It wasn't the polite laughter, the clinking glasses, or the shallow conversations filling the air. It was her, Claire, my wife of 8 years, the woman I had built everything around. Just a few feet away, her lips were pressed against another man's. This wasn't a slip, not some careless, drunken mistake. No, this was deliberate. Her hand rested against his chest like it belonged there. And in that instant, something inside me gave way, not with a dramatic break, but like glass slowly splintering under weight. I didn't storm across the room. I didn't shout or throw a drink. I walked slowly, each step heavy, each breath tight. When I reached her, close enough to be heard over the noise, I spoke. "You just ended our marriage." My voice was calm, but sharp enough to cut. Claire froze. The color drained from her face. Words failed her. The man, sharp suit, familiar from old photos she had once shown me, pulled away immediately, disappearing into the crowd. Claire stayed, staring, and whispered 2 words that rattled me more than the kiss itself. "You're wrong." Those words followed me all the way home. The drive was silent except for the hum of the engine. My grip on the wheel was so tight it hurt, while Claire stayed out the window, unreachable. Finally, I asked, "Who is he?" She twisted the strap of her clutch, hesitating. "It's not what you think, Daniel." I laughed bitterly. "Not what I think. I saw you. I saw your hand on him." She faltered. "It was a mistake." He leaned in. I didn't. My chest burned. "Explain the look in your eyes, the one that used to be for me." Her silence said more than any excuse. In the days that followed, her apologies blurred together. It just happened. It meant nothing. But when I asked her to cut him out of her life, she refused. His name was Ryan, her team leader. Business trips, late nights, excuses that suddenly made sense. The new dresses, the secretive texts, the laughter she never shared. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to believe it was just one kiss. But deep down I knew that kiss wasn't the beginning. It was the exposure. One night while she showered, her phone sat charging on the table. My hand hovered over it, torn. But she had already betrayed the trust. If there was nothing to hide, I'd find nothing. I unlocked it, and there it was, messages, photos, buried beneath work chats. "Miss you already. Last night was perfect. Can't wait for the next trip." Pictures of them together, private jokes, words drenched in intimacy no husband should have to read. By the time Claire came out, hair damp, robe tied loosely, I was sitting with her phone in my hand, my chest hollow. "Daniel," she whispered, pale, "you went through my phone." My voice was steady, sharp. "No. I went through the life I thought we had, and found the truth." We didn't share a bed that night. I stared at the ceiling, replaying 8 years. The vows, the dreams, the home we built. Were they lies? Or had she simply become someone I no longer knew? The next morning, I packed a bag. Not out of rage, but because staying would rot me from within. Her text started immediately. "I'm sorry. Please. It didn't mean anything. I love you, Daniel. He's no one. But betrayal doesn't care who the other person is. The act itself is enough to destroy everything." A week later she showed up at my small apartment. No makeup, no polished clothes. Just Claire, raw, broken. "Please, can we talk?" she whispered. I let her in. Across the table, I asked, "Why him?" Her eyes filled. "I don't know. We were together all the time. He listened. He made me feel seen." My jaw tightened. "So I didn't." She shook her head quickly. "No. You're a good husband, Daniel. I got lost." The word hit me like a slap. Misplacing keys is lost. An affair is a choice. And looking at her, I realized she wasn't grieving losing me. She was grieving being caught. The divorce wasn't instant. Some part of me, foolishly, hoped she'd fight, But her gestures were shallow. Flowers, texts, empty rehearsed apologies. Never truth. Never the choice to cut him out. I called Ryan once from a blocked number. "You ruined my marriage," I told him. His voice was casual, almost bored. "Look, man, it wasn't serious. She's the one who—" I hung up. Not serious. As if reducing her to a fling softened the betrayal. Months passed. Papers signed. Friends whispered. Her family begged me to forgive, to remember the good years. But forgiveness isn't for other people's comfort. 6 months later, I saw her again in a coffee shop. She looked worn, dimmed. "Daniel," she said softly, "it's over. I ended it with him." I nodded. "Good for you." Her eyes searched mine. "Do you think we could ever?" No, my voice was calm, but final. Because when I caught you, I didn't just lose my wife. I lost the version of you I trusted never to put me there. She didn't argue. Just whispered, "I'm sorry," and left. A year has passed. The pain is no longer sharp. It's a scar, quiet, but aching when pressed. I've started dating again, carefully. I don't check phones. I don't demand proof. But I carry the memory like a warning. Trust, but not blindly. And some nights, I still see that ballroom. The music, the crowd, her lips on his. I hear my words, "You just ended our marriage." And her reply, "You're wrong." She was wrong. Not because we stayed together, but because she thought denial could undo betrayal. It never can.